Hey everybody, welcome back. This is DisturbingPuppet. Today we're going to play some more of my Orc campaign. This is Warhammer 40,000 Gladius, Relics of War. So we're continuing our massive war with the Necrons and trying to build up a force to fight off the Imperial Guard for story mission of my soon-to-be donut city that we're building here. Alright, Orcs are red, so you can kind of see on the map. We haven't actually explored all that much. We've kind of been dealing with the Necrons so much that we haven't been able to do a lot of that. I've got some fighters now, so we'll hopefully be able to do that. Researching big shinies, which will help with the influence output. As you can kind of see, my influence is taking a big shot. We are getting more because we do get influence when we fight, but my Waaaggghhh level keeps dropping. At one point it was level 5, now it's down to level 2, so giving my guys only plus 10% extra damage. Research is doing fairly well. Energy is okay. Food we might have to do something about. Ores okay. Let's take a look. I was just playing yesterday, so I'm fairly familiar with what I was doing. Got a city here that's expanding and building a Waaaggghhh. City here is expanding and building a Waaaggghhh. My capital over here is kind of this big sprawled mess. But, you know, it's super orky, so what you gonna do? We've got some mechs here that are repairing stuff as things get damaged and coming back. Kind of having them sit here and the mechs will repair. We're building up some tank busters. I'd like to get at least one more of the battle wagons and maybe a Gorkanaut as well, because right next to my capital, not that close, but pretty close, we have an Imperial City. This is part of the storyline that we've got. Part of this is I'm not sure how many chapters there are for the Orks, so this one we have to destroy the city. I know that there's a bunch of tanks here. There's some other stuff around too, because I got shot at before when I was here by some Imperial Guard troops. So I'm assuming this whole area is just ringed with troops, but they're just kind of sitting there not doing anything. They haven't even come after this that I control. So, yeah. It's not really something I want to mess with at this point, but I'm going to have to eventually. I'd like to do the storyline stuff instead of just killing off the Necrons. I'm kind of hoping the Necrons have more than one city because of the amount of stuff they're throwing at me. Blue stuff is Necrons, so we've got some things scattered around here. I was kind of checking to make sure that they hadn't built here. I was kind of hoping the Imperial Guard were keeping them away from this position, so it does look like that's the case. I've been scouting around looking for other cities, but I haven't seen any. Here we have the Necron capital, I'm assuming. More of these monoliths they keep throwing at me. So we've got a horde kind of building up. A lot of the guys are sort of hidden in the forest. So I'm kind of doing that to kind of sneak my Gorkanaut, as big as he is. I'm still sneaking him through the forest up here. As long as there's a tile of forest in the way, he should be obscured. So what I'd like to do, if there's more than one Necron city, I want to destroy this thing. And just kind of let them deal with the consequences of that. If there is only one, and I'm not sure I'm able to tell, then I think I kind of have to park a bunch of guys inside of it and just kill everything he builds constantly, because they build so quickly that I can just not keep up trying to fight them off. I've kind of been fighting a war rampaging pretty much. They initially pushed up to the left here and wiped out pretty much my entire horde and then took off when the Imperial Guard showed up. I then kind of rebuilt a force and we snuck around this way, destroyed a Necron city here, and through here there's some ridges. It's kind of hard to tell, but I had to split up the two units. And now we're kind of reconverging with this force on the flank. These guys are now coming straight down. We sent a few guys and diverted over, just kind of check this stuff out and grab the mobile holo projectors here. Looks like there are some more Crude Hounds now. But we're advancing with our Air Corps over here. Pretty much already did all of the movement stuff, I think, last turn. So we're kind of all set to continue. So we're just going to kind of see what the Necrons are going to continue to throw at us, and while we're going, we're sort of building up a smaller force to take on the Imperial Guard. At least one more battle wagon, at least one Gorkanaut is kind of what I'm thinking to even try for that, though. So let's see what they can do to me. I've got my two war bosses here kind of on the front lines. I have to get these monoliths over the ground so I can actually do melee attacks against them. If they're out over the water, I can't really do much of anything to them. So I'm kind of retreating back into the forest, just to kind of lure them over the land instead of hanging out over the water like this. Didn't get any damage updates there. Like a little bit of damage around. He kind of sent this guy crazily up there. Do we see anything else? Crude hounds. Got a new fighter bomber up here, or Dacajet. I'm not sure if I can grab this. I'm not sure if the Imperial Guard will spot me from here. I would hope not, but I'd kind of like to do some scouting with them. I kind of want to see... Yeah, we did see a hint of a Necron tomb there, so let's see if we can see anything. We'll head him over there and maybe grab control of that and see if he's got another city going. If he does have another city, then I'm totally fine just destroying this capital. That'll take out most of his production and research and everything. They're slowly making their way up here. Alright, let's deal with this stuff out here. It's moving first because I just want to see what I can see that's around. Do a little bit of scouting. I had a lot more water in this map than in the previous one. Orky Air Corps is doing quite well down there. Yeah, it's really hard to tell with this map if this continues down. I wasn't sure if this continued down or if this did as well. So there's still plenty of space on the map where there could be more Necron cities. I'm just not sure. With the amount of stuff he's throwing at me, I'm kind of assuming there probably is one more, but I don't know for sure. So I guess we might as well just start getting stuck in here. He retreated a lot of his guys back from here. Where can you get to, Mr. Gorkanaut? How much damage can you do? You can just destroy that outright, so let's just do that. I have my main war boss still left to use. There's really not much point in me going after this. Out over the water, I can't really do much damage to it. Even if I move adjacent, I'm still not doing melee attacks against it. So I think I'm just going to throw the Gorkanaut right in here, is what I'm thinking. We'll keep him outside the city, see what we see. We can't actually even destroy that. I thought the Gorkanaut would do a lot better, maybe because it's in the city. We can do more. Can always do more. Yeah, the city's kind of blocking a lot of my line of sight. Unfortunately. You can't get that far into the city. That's just 3 in. I actually have line of sight, which is kind of weird. I'm really surprised. Guess we'll just shoot at the Center of the city. Let's heal up the war boss who took a beating. I hope we can pull him back enough, he's going to come in and chase me here. That's kind of the hope. So we can go ahead and do a little bit of damage from there. This might draw a little bit of attention, but we can do some damage. You're actually kind of banged up a little bit. I'll have to heal him. Where do we want the knobs and mega armor to go? We can actually throw them right into the city. They're not that tough, though. I'm not sure I want to throw them in that position. So Battle Wagon's taking a bit of damage as well. Maybe we'll try to go around. If anything comes out this way. I didn't want to park him on the wireweed. It's pretty much the only thing I'm doing there. And you can heal up the Mega Knobs before we do anything else with them. Death! Do a little bit of healing. Should have a lot of weird boys here. Kind of try to keep them safe by keeping them in the forest. Does kind of wreck their line of sight. But they can't really take much in the way of shots, so they kind of bring them out, hit something with lightning, and then run away. That's kind of what I've been doing with them. And that works okay. I might just sit tight here with these guys. If he does come in after me here, then I'll be able to maybe do something if I leave him. Well, the forest is going to wreck my line of sight anyway, unless I'm right next to it. There aren't a lot of great options. Yeah, stay where you're at. It's really tempting to throw the Mega Knobs right into the city here, but I'm not sure how long they'd survive. So for now, we'll just move them up. Got the war boss here is going to face tank pretty much the entire city. Hopefully the Gorkanaut will draw some fire as well. But if this thing comes on land, we're going to go after it with the war bosses and try to wreck it up. Got a shot from here, so why not take it? War boss leveled up. We can take Prophet of the Wall. Go ahead and use it before I forget that I gave it to him, if I can. Now they both will have it. He'll have it back in a turn. What's left? Level ups, it looks like. Research. Give me more research. And we're just going to move our little armored force out a little bit. While we build up. Stay in here for repairs, and you come around. Got another jet. Yeah, not going too bad. All right, you produced a Dakajet. You also grabbed a tile. So resource-wise, what do we have here? A lot of extra food. Yeah, it wouldn't be a terrible idea to throw some food production out here. Down to 6 turns for pretty much anything we want. It's almost exactly the same resources, or is exactly the same resources. Jet, I guess, is fine. You acquired a tile. Your city has acquired a special resource tile with no building slots. While other tiles need to be exploited by constructing buildings on them, special resource tiles grant a citywide resource to your resource output. So we'll have an overall benefit of research, it looks like. I don't think I even have any research here, so that would probably be a good thing to do. I don't have any building slots left, it looks like, so we'll grab another tile. Got a plus 20 on research. Yeah, let's just do that. Capital, we've got tank busters next turn, battle wagons in 4, more mech guns in 2. I'm still holding off on building any characters just because we're bleeding so much influence every turn. I don't think I really need them. The war bosses are really great, though. It's kind of tempting to just pump out a bunch of war bosses. If I was doing this again, I wouldn't have built so many weird boys and stuff, although they are giving me research points. Right, we'll send her down here and see what the Necrons will do. Yeah, I see more stuff moving around on the right there. And another monolith coming in. Lots of stuff coming in. Actually kind of wrecked them up a little bit when they came in, at least that infantry unit. Well, we saw a lot of movement there. Yeah, I'm assuming there's got to be more than one city here. There's just way too much stuff coming at me. My Gorkonaut really got hammered. I don't have any mechs with this force. Kind of thought he would be tough enough to just trash stuff on his own, but maybe not. Got the Catan kind of in the way here. We might be able to kill him, because he's already hurt from the last time we beat him up. Okay, we wanted to kind of check this out here and see. Let's just go ahead and go for it. Oh, no Necron City there. Kind of surprised, actually. So the movement we saw was kind of from this direction. So let's keep checking. Got a scout up, but can't really get very far. Turbo boost! Can't grab this turn. It's invulnerable. Not seeing anything, but we'll definitely be able to grab control of that next turn. And we found a hurt Katachan Devil, or Katachan Devil, whichever you prefer. Good job, Flyboys. That's what you're there for. Well, this is kind of a big mess. My knobs got hammered by something as well. I think the Transcendent Catan did some kind of ability that did some general area damage. We've got no targets. Kind of hard to get all these vehicles and stuff through the forest, but it has been working to my advantage to kind of sneak a lot of forces up. What to do, what to do. Well, you can go ahead and heal up the knobs. Gonna boost the melee damage of my war bosses, both of them if I can. And we'll probably send both of them at the Transcendent Catan. Hoping we can kill it. We hit it once before and did a decent amount of damage, but it wasn't enough to kill it. 15 and 18, yeah, we should be able to slaughter him here. Takes a lot of attention, though. Using both of my leaders to do this. Actually, let's go double Prophet of the Wall here. I'm not sure if that actually stacks or not, though. Say bye to your precious little Catan. It's not very much damage. go ahead and jink with him just in case. I don't move with these guys. They should do decent damage here against this thing. Try to finish him off. Let's just kill this instead of doing a little bit of damage to the monolith. Yeah, I can throw them right into the combat up against the monolith here, but it's just a recipe for destruction. Tempting just to get a hit in, but I don't think they're going to do much damage even if I move them up there. So disappointing. Wireweed is causing difficult for me to get around this way. I'll throw them in maybe from this direction. Take on the infantry. Let the Gorkanaut and the war bosses deal with the monolith if I can. Yeah, I just feel like throwing them in here is kind of a death sentence. And we'll try to get around, I think. It's going to be kind of slow, though. Heal up the other pain boy here. Yet another weird boy on his way. Anybody need healing? Yeah, I can do a little bit to you. We'll stay in the woods in case something else comes up on the side there. I think that's it. Alright, my armored force here. Just going to keep massing. Build more tank busters. Mechs are going to stay put. You're going to stay put. So let's go ahead and start working on another Gorkanaut. We've got plenty of ore. Still going to hold off on a character. Here, population increase. We'll have a jet next turn. That'll have to do. Even more stuff. Just throwing monoliths at me here. Might have to pull my Gorkanaut out of there if he takes too much damage. Taking a lot of fire. Battle reports, how are you? Down to 48. It's getting kind of dangerous. Shots at nothing there. Yeah, let's do kind of peripheral stuff. I'm not even sure what that did. Oh, it's a mobile holo projector, okay. I said invulnerable. What is that? It's a mobile holo projector. So that's even more health for me. Buggy, keep on coming. So we'll just do a little scouting here. Still not seeing anything else. An awful lot of water in this map. How about you grab control of that from the Necrons? Hold off on scouting until we get maybe a little further down. Getting kind of towards the bottom of the map here, though. Hey, you guys deal with this thing. If you can. Only 6.2. To loop around here, unfortunately. Oh, you got kind of hammered too. You heal up the other pain boy, and we'll send the other pain boy over to the left. Work on the repair guns. Some damage, but not enough to take that thing out. Going for the kills here. That way I can also get both my war bosses on this thing. War boss number 2. He's almost level 10 as well. Yeah, the war bosses are just crazy good in this. I can actually take a shot from here. It's kind of odd. I would think the city would block the line of sight. I can't see the monolith from here, but I can see the center of the city. I guess maybe it's considered to be like super high or something. Super high. Don't really have anything else to move up. I've got the guns, but they're not going to do much anyway, so yeah, I'll just take shots from there. No shots from here either. Alright, weird boy. You already moved. You've got to level up though. Yeah, can make cyborgs better. Do I have line of sight from here? Nope. And it's just grassland here. I guess just because he's in the city, I can't see him from there. That's unfortunate. Does anybody need healing? Apparently not. We still have a jet. Got a mighty orc air force here. It's kind of surprising. Didn't actually build any flyers in the Necron game. Didn't really make it that far, it seemed like, in the tech tree. I could have researched them, but I had other things that I was kind of prioritizing. Here is gone. I think we just have this group up here is all that's left. Well, we made some mech guns. Mechs are going to stay put. You guys are all going to stay put. Sending in the jets. Alright, we acquired a tile here. And we made a jet, looks like. What do we need? Loyalty is okay at plus or minus 0. We're building some food in the other city. Energy is acceptable. What does building another Cult of Speed get me? Influence. So 4 influence a turn would also make vehicles faster. Yeah, let's do that. Why not? Oh no, I was planning on building a research here because of this. Right. No. Research. Make sure you're on research. There we go. Chopper this time, I guess. We'll go back to him just making a regular mech this time. Got 4 turns for Gorkanaut. Once he's ready, then we might go ahead and make a push. Got a couple turns for Battle Wagon, so that'll be ready as well. So I think once we have that Gorkanaut, we'll go ahead and send this army towards the Imperial Guard, and we'll see what happens. They'll probably just get slaughtered. But we got to make a try. See, it just never ends. There's always more stuff coming. I'm going for my Gorkanaut there. Big Shinies increase influence output of Orc cities. I don't know what them is, but I want them. War Boss Flash Grub Nitwits, gazing upon the hammered gold doors of the Basilica Imperial Palace on Cataline VII. Or Cataline 7. Research. What are we going to do? We still have scrap sheds we could build, which, Boss Speakers increasing growth rate, not that big of a deal. Increased ore when killing units, not super important. Increased accuracy with mech guns might not be terrible. Healing rate of units, but that's only if I'm on Orkoid Fungus. Population limit. It's probably a building I have to build that increases the population limit. We haven't really had to deal with morale loss because I've just been slaughtering stuff left and right, so that's not that important either. What are we up to here? Trophy polls. Loyalty output of Orc cities. That might be good. If I don't have to actually build anything for it, just increases loyalty overall. Dakajet Super Shooter would be kind of nice. Increased range accuracy of Dakajets only against flyers, jet bikes, and skimmers. Increased damage of grenade, missile, and blast weapons. That's probably going to be good. Yeah, let's just do that, because that'll affect even the vehicles and stuff that have the missile launchers and things, and the tank busters and stuff too. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Oh yeah, overall, probably about an hour or so today I'll be able to stream, so we'll see if we can get through a couple more turns here, and that'll probably be about it. I really like to destroy this stupid monolith. We've got some scouts here. It's got to be the edge of the map here, I think. Nope. Not seeing anything around. A little surprising. I can lap you guys around the side now. Still have them. Like to get someone to heal them up. If I move these guys, I might be able to get the Pain Boy in here, but I don't think so. Let's just throw them in here and see what they can do. So we just have infantry down here. 8.9, grenades, 4.2. Yeah, I can't quite reach them. Down to 47 health with the Gorkanaut. Do I stick around or not? Do 16 here. How much can you do on it? 21. I can make that better, I think. Let's buff his melee damage. .34. Estimates in this are pretty much always exactly right. I haven't really seen it different pretty much ever. You can't quite destroy that, but if we boost your damage, maybe you can. There we go. Should take him out. It's down to 30, and you can do about 16. Yeah, let's keep you here. Keep fighting, at least for another turn. Leveled up. Take it to jump, although last time I messed around with that, it caused the game to crash. So I haven't really played with it since. Alright, I got some battle wagons here we can roll in. You're still in fairly good health. Yeah, I can't actually use the grab and claw on this, maybe because of the size, but could also be because it's a skimmer. I wasn't sure about that when I researched it, so this is the first time I've actually had them adjacent. Guess we'll hit the city, no other targets. No line of sight to the monolith, unfortunately. If I move these guys, I don't know. Here I might. Yeah, here I do have a shot, so let's do that. Not enough to kill it. Yeah, I can move up, but I won't have a line of sight to maybe try to finish off this monolith. Could try to shoot it from the air. It's down to just 4 health. If he's got influence, he could do a repair on it and up its health quite a bit before I get a chance to hit him again, but I think he's mostly using his influence to rapidly produce units to fight me. What else do we have? Let's take a peek. Yeah, this might be the only city he's got. I'm kind of running out of room on the map for him to have another one. Take shots at the city from here if I wanted to. But if I want to take on the monolith, I've got to fly right in here. I mean, I can jink and stuff, but attract a little bit of fire. Well, everything's going to attract fire in here, so yeah, why not? Hey, look, a scarab. Or not scarab. Canoptic spider. We found another monolith! Yay! Just what I always wanted. Can you kill it? Yeah, you can kill it. Alright, you need to jank or you're gonna die. You still might die because of this monolith down here. Bust heads because we can. You're leveled up, so all the way to level 10. I really don't want to throw any psychers directly in there like that. You're a little crazy. Yeah, increase the warpath ability. Don't really have any good placement or anything. I'm just kind of hanging out here for now. Same with the Pain Boys. There's not really good places for me to throw them. Kind of have them back a little bit, so if stuff gets hurt, we can maybe back out and then heal up. I can make him a cyborg, since we haven't done that yet. Another Pain Boy who's leveling up. Just reduced our upkeep a little bit. Yeah, let's heal up the weird boy here. Another level up. So many level ups. So many level ups. Saying I can heal somebody, but it said he was at max health, so whatever. Yeah, you can stay there and stay there. I don't want to throw them out there right into the combat unless I can avoid it. Got 3 more turns for the Gorkanauts. Next turn we'll have another tank. Don't want to get too far out here to draw attention. Let's see, it's pretty close. I could actually throw some guys into the vehicles as well, but I kind of want the vehicles to literally face tank the Imperial Guard when they move up. And I wouldn't be surprised if one of them at least gets destroyed. Next can stay put, in case anything comes back to repair. Capital is set, everything's going. We're not going to build another character quite yet. We have just population increase, nothing else major. Yeah. Let's see what this monolith does. Going for the Gorkanaut, it looks like. Still alive, though. Got some infantry there. There's not a lot left that's fighting me anymore. Let's just kind of scout a bit and see what we can see, if anything. Cool barrel roll. Let's look this way. Ah, we do have another Necron city. So this may not even be the capital, actually. Well, now I'm super fine with destroying this thing. Yeah, that's got to be another Necron city. I am in a jink because he can't see me because he has control of this, so in case something comes after me. I think probably most of it stuff's going to be defending this city since I'm, parked on top of it. You guys grab that. Okay, Painboy will heal up the mechs here, mech guns that have been taking a little bit of a shot. Or beating, or, whatever. You know what I mean. Don't judge me. What do we got? Actually, we have a shot on the monolith, so let's do that. It's not a lot of damage, but anything helps. You have no shot. Let's move you down onto the Orkoid fungus. And if nothing else, we can just pound on these warriors a little bit. The knobs will finish them off, though. Kill them, please. Thank you very much. I might want to park him on the Orkoid fungus too to repair a little bit, but we'll see if we need a little bit extra damage on this thing. We might go ahead and go for it. War boss. Yeah, range I can do a little bit of damage, not a ton. Other war boss. Too much stuff in the way here. Just push everything in here that we can. We'll keep pounding on the monolith this turn. You can't see the monolith, but you can see the capital. Capital's kind of blocking my advance from this direction. Got a lot of health, but got a lot of troops. Yeah, these guys are a little banged up, so I am going to go ahead and pull them back. I think being on the Orkoid fungus will cause them to repair a little bit. Just need a little bit more damage to get that monolith down, but not going to be able to do it this turn, I don't think. I'll make them cyborgs since we got nothing else we can do. No, we can't do that this turn, we already did an action. Never mind. I can do another 6.7. Yeah, even moving up, I've got no line of sight to the city. So I may just leave these guys kind of back a little bit where they're at. Unless I'm adding to the Warpath ability, it's not doing much. And I don't have anyone that can repair the Gorkanaut. 42, you should be able to survive another couple shots, I think. So let's just shoot at this thing from range. You're going to stay put. Most of these guys are just going to stay put, I think. Moving them up just makes them targets. So unfortunately the weird boys aren't helping me out too much right now, just giving me research points. So we built Grot's huts. Produced a battle wagon. That's our third battle wagon. Again, we're just kind of waiting for the second Gorkanaut, and we'll go from here, and the mechs are here in case things come back for repairs. How's the city looking? We're actually still loyal. I've got room to grow. I've got just one spot available, looks like. I think the last thing I built was Weird Boy poles for the influence. They're actually down to just minus 109 and actually gaining wall level now, so that's cool. I think mostly that was because of the research that I did, though. Could be all the fighting as well. What else can we do? We could build another Cult of Speed, because that does give us influence. Like we were thinking about with the other city. Yeah, sure, we can do that. That'll speed up my production of battle wagons. Make another one of those. Characters will hold off for now. We produce squig herds already, so we've got food coming in. Yeah, it's a little bit better than it was before. I'm kind of the center of my power grid for my country. My little donut city here is producing all my power. Power, power, power. Lots of power. Lots and lots of power. We could just add some more food, I suppose. That would be fine. And you guys are working on Defcoptas and Fake Tank. Still producing more stuff, or it could be teleporting it in from the other city. That's always possible as well. Going for the battle wagons and the Gorkanaut. Not enough to save you. Not enough at all. Alright, see anything else? Guys, we can kind of scout a bit, maybe. Yeah, let's head in here. Whoa! Okay, you're probably going to need to jink. We've got no vision on anything. Scout as well. Okay, we can move you up, but you're not going to get line of sight of anything. I think we'll stick to the stuff where he can see already. Might be able to take out the city this turn. That would be kind of cool. It's certainly possible, I think. But I also want to kill off this monolith. We can do both. Should have healed them up first. You don't see anything. From here we can get a shot. One monolith down. What kind of damage can we do to the city? Not as much as I'd hoped. You can certainly hurt it. Add some damage. And you can go ahead and bust some heads too. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Stupid, why are we getting in my way? I want to boost the attack power of my other leader, but I don't think it's worth the risk of moving up the weird boy there. Just going to keep eating his army alive if possible. So we definitely want to destroy the city, so this probably is not actually his capital. But we can massively trash his army and reduce his production capabilities, research and all that kind of stuff as well. You'll probably survive, so let's go for the city here as well. Smashy, smashy! Thing's just insanely tough. Mega Knob Rampage! Yeah, even here we don't have a shot on those guys, so that's not really that worthwhile. Just leave them healing up. We've got this stuff that could be retreating back to the other city or might be heading my way. Probably the spider's retreating and this is coming towards us. Kind of weird looking movement. Let's finish these guys off if we can. Sneak up in the woods here. I'm not sure if the woods actually obscure their vision since they're flyers. Sure, scout. Maybe Jink as well, just in case. I thought we might get the city this turn, but not quite. So I think we'll go ahead and do one more turn, try to take out this city, and then we'll have to call it a day. Who's left? Anybody down here? Nobody that can do much, anyway. Yeah, I think we'll just have all these guys stay put. You're going to stay there and heal. Get anything here? We've got the other war buggy, or not war buggy, battle wagon. Mechs are staying there for repairs. Increased population, increased population. Capital's all set. Next turn we'll have some more mechs. We'll also have our Gorkanaut next turn. So once we've got the Gorkanaut down here with these guys, we'll go ahead and make a push towards the Imperial Guard. Next turn we should be taking this thing out, so let's see if he can try to stop me. Definitely gonna have to send that Gorkanaut back for repairs. And he's just sitting there with these guys. That's kind of weird. Now, he must have shot at me because the Death Cop is here damaged, but I don't have any kind of report of any damage. So he must have shot at me. But your nice little city here is about to go bye-bye. I think even just the 2 war bosses can take it out. Yeah, should be able to take it out. Death to the Necrons! Got this big empty open area. Unfortunately, we've got Wireweed here in the way. And no shots from anywhere here. We'll just kind of move up as a surprise if he wants to advance. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do all the military actions for the turn, and then that'll be about it for today. But pretty good progress, taking out another Necron city. And now I know he's got one more, so that wasn't even his capital. Yeah, if he fired with a main gun, then those will still be left. Yeah, he must have fired with a main gun on them. Got a lot of fighters I can send after this thing. Should be able to take it out. Gorkanaut's going to start heading back and around. We'll have to go up this way. I wouldn't want to run into the Imperial Guard. Army's getting so big, it's kind of hard to keep track of who I have used and who I have not. Well, we'll have to jink because we've got some targets here. Go for the Doomsday Arc. Take that. Kind of nice to have a big air force. Lots of very mobile, ranged fire I can rain down on the enemy. Another Necron Tomb. Really don't want to park on this stuff, but we can come out and try to deal with the Lord here a bit. 6.7 or grenade is almost nothing. If I move up, I can bomb him. I might be able to kill him with the Def Coptas. So we can bomb and shoot him. They're kind of banged up. I'd like to heal them up, but we're going to go for the bombing. Oh, that does like nothing. Shooting does pretty much nothing. And my army is just massive at this point, it feels like. More research. You can stay put and heal. That's fine with me. Kind of having to zoom out quite a bit to kind of keep track of things a little bit better. From Cyborgs. Anybody need healing? You're at full health, you're at full health, you're a little bit down, so we'll top up the War Boss. If I pull back the Def Coptas, I can heal them with Pain Boys. They're just kind of far away from anybody else, so we'll see next turn if I remember to pull these Def Coptas that are next to the Lord away to get some healing. Alright, we built a Gorkanaut up here, and we built mechs. So we're pretty much going to be ready. Let's advance this way, maybe. Dispatch 1 unit of mechs to go with the army. Maybe 2. Maybe keep one with the battle wagons and one with the Gorgonaut. And we'll leave 1 here for repairs. So let's just kind of inch forward here a little bit. See if we get shot at. I know there's a bunch of artillery and stuff here. I don't want to really get much closer than this quite yet. That'll be fine, I think. Oh, we got a jet up here. To zoom way out. Almost forgot about my little war buggies. Alright, you guys are working on Defcoptas. I think we built the research. We're actually running negative power now. Got a plus 20 power here, so yeah, sure, let's build some power production. You guys built the jet, so build me another one. And in the capital we built the Gorgonaut, and we built mechs. With more tank busters, and we'll hold off anything here. I don't think it's going to help me too much. You produced the Fink tank, and we've already got you set with power. Alright, yeah, so that's going to be it for today. So quite a bit of progress, wiping out massive numbers of Necrons and destroying one of their cities. Finding out they do have another city, which probably is really their capital back here, but hopefully taking out this will slow down their production and stuff. I'm hesitant to send too much of my force redirected back up from here, up towards the Imperial Guard. We'll use the force that we've built near the capital to attack the Imperial Guard and see how that goes. I could also send some of the aircraft and fast units back. But I think the majority of the guys, will just advance and kind of see what we can see and just keep fighting their military forces as they build them and wipe them out and keep them just on the defensive. So if we can kind of bottle them up back here, we should be fine to kind of proceed with the Ork campaign story stuff. But yeah, so that'll be it for today. Thanks very much for watching. If you're interested in earlier parts of the stream or earlier streams of my Necron campaign in this or other games that I've played, you can check them out on my YouTube channel, which is also DisturbingPuppet, one word. And just kind of older stuff is up there. Anytime I stream, I'll save it and throw it up there later. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Have a good one.